All right, guys, this is next video in the series of how to use the news in Forex trading. In previous video, I discussed how we can utilize news and how we can avoid false spike right after the release of any significant economic news. Today, we are going to discuss which data or which news we have to uh, look into and which news or data we have to ignore. So if you look at any Forex calendar, primarily the free ones, you'll see that there are a dozen of news listed in the calendar. So if you'll pay attention to everywhere, then you are going to be confused what to do, what not to do. Number two is some calendars are marking this news as a significant news, and some other calendars are marking the same news as less significant news. For example, if you may have seen something as high impact news, low impact news, medium impact news. Let's say you saw something A, B, C, D data is coming, which is medium impact news, which is not the impactful news in other calendar. So there is a confusion, which is why number one suggestion is not, my number one suggestion is not to use free calendars. Number two is sometimes you have to pay more attention on year over year data rather than month over month data. For example, sometimes you'll see CPI, PCE, and many such significant data are released based on year over year and also month over month comparison. So it depends on what kind of data it is. For example, inflation is more important when it is compared year over year. For example, when inflation of the previous month, for example, February. So when February of this year is compared with February of last year, then it is more relevant than comparing February with January. And there is a long explanation why they do this. But let's not make the video lengthy. So I will jump to the other precautions or other important things which we need to look into. So number one was look at year over year data and use paid calendars rather than depending on the free calendar. There is one more advantage that the data will be given to you as soon as possible. It will not be delayed like free calendars. Number two is to ignore other many listed news. We just have to focus on primary driving factors. For example, GDP, inflation, employment, PMIs, Purchasing Manager Index, and of course, the interest rate release and anything related to quantitative easing and tightening. Apart from these data, you can safely ignore other economic news or data. So that's all in short. Happy trading.